Hello and welcome to the 10th episode of Real Estate Advice with Victoria Mead. I'm your host, Victoria Mead, coming at you today, this kind of rainy, gross day, to talk about the steps of selling. So a lot of sellers out there are wondering what the steps are. Seems like a really overwhelming process, and it kind of is. So that's why you hire a professional to help you through it. Anyways, drop down in the comments. Let me know you're watching. Say hi. And then if you have any questions that come up while I'm talking or just that you'd like to ask, feel free to comment below and I will answer them once I'm done my topic because I can't do two things at once. Alrighty. Who's here so far? Let's see. I think Allie's here. She hasn't said hi yet though. Okay. So, steps of the selling process. Here we go. Step 1, meet with an agent. Meet with a couple agents if you'd like to. Figure out who you like. And don't choose your agent based on how much they tell you your house is worth. Choose the agent based on how you like them because you're going to be dealing with them for months and constant communication with them. And if you don't like them that much, but they told you that your house was worth a little more than somebody else that you did like, go with the one that you do like and ask them to list it at the price you'd like to list it at. Okay, so first step, meet with an agent. Second step, you're going to ask that agent for a market analysis. A market analysis tells you their opinion of price based on comparable homes. They're going to put together a market analysis to adjust with comparable properties. And it's just going to be a whole lot of information. They'll go through it with you, and that will tell you what it's worth. Totally went in circle with that. Anyway, so once you do the market analysis, you're also going to fill out the paperwork with them. So that's step 2. So you're going to do the listing agreement, the property disclosure, and any other necessary paperwork like lead paint disclosure, things like that if needed. Then 3, the next step is hiring a photographer. So your agent, if they do or not, I do, hire a professional photographer. So we will schedule them for a time that works and plan that out. Usually the photography I get back overnight. So usually if we're getting the photography done, we know we're going to be listing it soon. So in that case, you're going to get your home staged and ready. Whether you do it yourself, you ask my opinion because I am a accredited staging professional, and I can tell you my opinion on that, or just leave the house how it is if that's how you want to do it. And that's that. So get a picture ready, and then I'm going to draft up a listing. When I draft up a listing, I will send it to you through email so you can review first. Make sure that all the information is accurate. Make sure you like the pictures. Make sure that you like the description, things like that. And then once you like that, we will set it live. I will also be hiring a sign guy to put in the sign, so that will go up soon after the pictures are taken because we can't have our signs in the pictures, so we'll do that just after. Listings live, we're going to start with showings. So showings usually happen either the day of, next day, or if you want to delay showings, you can delay showings. So we'll deal with that. So step 5 is scheduling showings and setting up the live listing. And showings are usually about 30 minutes long. If they love it, they'll be there a little bit longer. If they are like, ma'am, okay, they'll be in and out in 10, 15 minutes. We use a showing time appointment center program where agents will schedule the showings directly on that. You'll get either a call, text, or email from them and say, hey, can we look at it Wednesday at 5? You'll confirm yes or no, and you'll know that there's a showing. Then, after all the showings happen, hopefully, we'll get offers. So step 6 is offers. Every time a new offer comes in, I'm going to email it to you with a description, or I shouldn't say description, a breakdown of all the important notes. And then as soon as you are ready to discuss the offers or one specific offer more in depth, we'll go through the whole contract together so that you understand all the terms. Number 7, you're going to accept an offer. Number 8, that buyer is going to give you a deposit. That deposit is called earnest money deposit, and that is basically showing their good faith that they want to buy the house and they'd like to stake some money so that you will stop marketing it and you will sell it to them, basically. Then after the deposit, soon after will be the home inspection. Home inspections take between 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how big your house is. And then after inspections, you're going to have to deal with negotiating repairs, more than likely. And then once we're done with that, we're going to skip to the appraisal. Appraisal happens a couple weeks after we're under contract. You'll leave the house for that, and the listing agent will be in there, let the appraiser in. And then after the appraisal, they'll hear back probably 8-ish, 10-ish days after that. So we're getting kind of close to closing at this point. The next step would be the finance deadline. After the finance deadline is passed, we're going to get to the point where the buyer is going to be clear to close, which is the 12th step, the walkthrough and closing. Walkthrough is generally the day of closing. That's how we kind of do it. That way the buyer will take a quick walk around, make sure everything looks good, and then head straight to the closing, and you will meet the buyer there and say hello and congratulations. So 12 steps. Hopefully I didn't go over those too fast and vague, but that's the steps of selling. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. Let's see. Hi, Martha. Hi, Ben. Allie asked, oldest house you've sold. The oldest house I've sold was 1760, and it was a house in Sandown. I actually sold it twice. It was the coolest house. It actually had a whole separate part of the house that we didn't even know about until we got to the home inspection, because it was so hidden, because the houses back then, they, had all like trap doors and stuff. It was really cool. It was like a tiny, tight staircase on one half of the house. Then they sold it a few years later, and I got to sell it again. Super cool house. 1760. Crazy. Any other questions before I log off and say have a great Memorial Day weekend? No? All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Thanks for rewatching this if you're watching this as a replay. I will see you next Friday, 7 p.m., Facebook Live. All right. Take care.